Yo, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. This weekend is Petr Yan versus Deiveson Figueiredo, a fight that I'm looking forward to and dreading because Yan, I love Yan, but he is in a must-win situation right now with the way his career has shaped out post getting that title. In Figgy, I wouldn't mind it if he won either way. And honestly, I have Figgy as my favorite for this one just based on the career trajectories at bantamweight. And with Figueiredo, I'm not really surprised he did this well at bantamweight because, one, he's not cutting that much weight anymore. But two, when you're that dominant flyweight champion for a long time until you come across Brendan Moreno, who I feel like also should move to bantamweight for a specific Henry Cejudo fight, you are destined for great things, especially after his fight with Marlon Vera, which made his stock go even higher. And with Figueiredo, when he got in a bantamweight and he beat Rob Font, it was an interesting fight. He looked dominant in that, but I was questioning how good he was going to be for that decision just based on what I saw. But part of the back of my mind said, give him benefit of the doubt. He's probably going to go after a couple guys to season himself up for the weight class. He tapped out Cody Garbrandt, which is a really good step for him. But also Cody Garbrandt, I've made some very vocal videos about where his career is at. So, I was 50-50 going into the Vera fight because this is the highest caliber fight that he took at bantamweight. And he made Vera look easier than even Sean O'Malley did in their second fight. He completely dropped Vera in the fashion that he did. First guy to really feel like he was chipping away at Vera's durability. Like, Vera's got like that Tony Ferguson style chin where could take so much punishment, but one day that it's just going to start to chip away. And it was almost like we got a diet Justin Gaethje versus Ferguson scenario where Figueiredo just hit him enough times to make it that he's actually able to be knocked out. That's crazy. So, of course, the Figgy stock should and would be higher than ever. But in contrast to Yan, now Yan, obviously, he got the title, lost it via disqualification to Sterling, beat Sandhagen for the interim title, and then went back against Sterling but got upset, and Sterling fought that fight very well. So even though a lot of people are saying it could have gone either way, that body triangle carried Aljamain Sterling all the way through that fight. There was really no getting out of that. And that's Sterling, man. He backpacks you, and that's his weapon. That is what he is known for. However, moving forward, you think he's going to have a bounce-back fight against Sean O'Malley, but it was a super close fight, and O'Malley kind of surprises us. Whether you think O'Malley wins or lost that fight, won or lost that fight, he exceeded all of our expectations. And by the end of it, even though I was surprised that he took the decision, I was like, wow, he exceeded my expectations with what he did against Yan. So when he got the title, I wasn't too, pressed like a lot of other people were. A lot of people wanted to see, they like to hate Sean O'Malley, but a lot of them hated Sterling even worse. So it was a little bit of a bittersweet title fight. But O'Malley came out on the winning end on that one. But then you move forward with Jan's career, and he goes against Merab, who also is a future champion. And now he goes against Song Yadong and has a very close fight by what felt like narrow margin. I think the fact that the Song Yadong fight felt like narrow margin is why I have him as an underdog at this point, because earlier Yan should not have gone the distance with Song Yadong. In fact, early Yan would have probably finished early Song Yadong. Is that Song Yadong's growth, or was Yan just having an off night? Was he feeling the pressure? Did he need to get desperately back into the win column so he had a little bit of analysis paralysis? Obviously, he starts off slow in the first round, but also when you go against Figgy style, who could really just kind of start picking up a little bit faster. I mean, there's a little bit of fill out, but not as much as Yan needs. It puts him in danger in the earlier rounds. So, I feel like he's going to be more in danger in the first couple rounds than anything. And then we'll see what goes on. But if you look at where his career's at, in his last, 5 or 6 fights. He hasn't had that many victories. He's kind of become win some, lose some at this point. And a lot of us want to see Figgy succeed, but a lot of us really treasure Petr Yan. And until he lost to Sterling in their second fight, like officially lost to Sterling, as questionable as it was, he was the people's champ for a while. He carried the bantamweight division, even though it was Sterling that had the belt. And that's why I'm saying this fight's going to be so hard to watch, because if Yan loses, it kind of makes sense at this point, knowing where these two fighters are at. And we got to hang it up eventually because he's such a treasured fighter. And Figgy, it's like if he beats Yan, he's got to be up next for a title fight. Or he could fight Sean O'Malley when Sean O'Malley wants to come back. There's a lot of options he could play around with. But as of right now, it's such a high stakes for Yan. And I got him as a serious underdog, and it hurts so much because he is a fan favorite at 135 by so many margins. So, like I said, this is going to be bittersweet, and I am biting my nails for Yan, and he is fighting the uphill battle. But if he comes out on top, it will be one of the greatest resurgences that fans didn't really know they wanted to see that bad. But once they get it, actually, you know what? I take that back. Fans want to see Petr Yan resurge. And if he gets it done, it's going to be so sweet. Not bittersweet, just 100% sweet. But peace out.